Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Right, going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back 25. 45 is the mark. Here we go. Here we go.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check mark 45. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Express.
Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
Check 21. Fresno. Whip.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready. 280. Mike 54. Come on.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. To throw is Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Luke Stockard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at their own 24. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. Black 22. Check. No. Even. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And now Falcons grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Check 31.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Check 25.
Check 45.
61, sub.
Now it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 1.
Hey, ready, 280. 280. 651, sub.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Barber on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Green, triple team.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
From the 39, Winston out to the left there and complete to Howard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me. Make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Jameis again. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
59 mark, check.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Wait.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that's complete. It's Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Winston now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Even. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the safety creep. Switch. Slam. Hey, come on. Sunday. Wait. Let's go.
Here's Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 9, check 9.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Ready. Black 22. Green 17. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 5 on the 50. Check 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Green 17. Check, 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 check. Green 17.
From the gun, Winston. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle.
Winston's pass complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Winston. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready, ready. Check my 45. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You ready? You ready?
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Now, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ready. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Winston gives to Barber. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Winston now from the 50. Open man has got one. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Undercut.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing, Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready, blue 80. I got you. Get up.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Blue 80, 54, time. Protein spill.
Now it's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a give, running right, Barber. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing
Sims. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 39-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Check it out, read. Check it back.
From the 39, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Buccaneers first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Winston connecting with Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Go. Go. 59, ready. Watch the shit.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 30 on second down, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will get them one closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tuesday.
Now Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 3rd down, Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims.
Complete to number 38. A gain of 2.
Oh, yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 24, Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And Sims lost it. He lost the football.
Ready? 125. Flip it.
Hey, 4 down.
Let's go.
Jameis now on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now they run with Sims. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey, we got it. Move in. Wait, let's get it for first.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. From the 31, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
21.
On first down, Freeman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Watch the curl, watch the curl. 20, 61, jump! Get up!
Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Let's go, D.
to the running game. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Ready, 280. Mike, 50, check, 21. Hey, wahoo! 54, Mike 54. He can't hit it.
Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch out, watch out.
One last shot for Ryan. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Hey, team 6. Nice, sweetheart. Get up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bucs, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.